Here is exactly how you're going to launch your virtual assistant business in just 30 days from the ground up. I'm going to give you a full 30-day breakdown of steps you can start implementing today. And you don't need any previous experience or a whole bunch of trained skills. Also, do not need thousands and thousands of followers on Instagram. I'm going to teach you how to launch from zero followers, zero packages, zero experience, literally from zero, because that's exactly how your girl started. For those of you who do not know me, hello, my name is Charn. I'm a virtual assistant who specializes in marketing, and I'm also a virtual assistant coach where I teach women literally how to kickstart their own virtual assistant business as a freelancer on social media. So inside of today's video, I have built a week by week strategy for you to do to make sure you have your virtual assistant business officially launched on Instagram, have all the basics covered to get that first client locked in. Yes, I will be helping you to land your first client in 30 days. So let's get into it. Week one, we got to get your business base set up. Like if you don't even have a strong base, everything you build after that, it is just going to come crumbling down, which is why we need to make sure that our base is super strong. Now, before we get into step one, I really hope everyone knows what a virtual assistant is. But for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, but you have been seeing it all over social media and you want to start, a virtual assistant is a self-employed freelancer who works remotely, provide administration or social media management services for other online business owners. And these are the tasks that include managing emails, calendars, booking flights, writing copy for their daily blog posts, posting and scheduling monthly content, designing and editing videos, Pinterest management, Instagram, TikTok management, literally all of these can be done by a virtual assistant. Now, to really figure out what task you can provide as one, it's always best to leverage the skill sets, the knowledge that you already have. Now, this doesn't need to be professional skill you've acquired from your 9 to 5 or a day job. But do pay attention if you have worked in a similar role, maybe as a medical assistant or an office assistant, legal assistant. Do pay attention to the tasks that you did at your regular 9 to 5. It's just a bonus. These things can literally be anything. So sit down, make a list, things you're really good at, things you already know how to do, things you enjoy doing. Your next step is to divide your list into 2 categories: the administrative, creative side. You want clarity in which category is your strongest suit. Some VAs are good at back-end tasks, like the administrative. Some of you may have a creative side, so the social media management task might be the best fit for you. Now, you could do a combination of both. Maybe you're good at both. Don't feel pressured if you cannot seem to figure out how to differentiate and really nail down what role is best for you. Because I myself started off as a general virtual assistant for wedding photographers. I was providing tasks in every department and eventually ended up taking a lot of the tasks out depending on what I really was enjoying and what I really wanted to do. You will see yourself eventually narrowing it down, less day-to-day tasks, even niching down based on the industry, the client, the platform. I know VAs who started with Instagram management and fell in love with Pinterest and pivoted full-time to being a Pinterest VA. Now that you've created your list, which is the only important thing, it's time to move on, which is going to be a lot of fun because this is where we will work on your business model, your business name, business email, setting up a bank account, getting your business license, figuring out how to track your money and taxes, setting up your Instagram account, your online business brand. I know you're probably wondering, why do I even need a business brand? What the heck is a business brand to begin with? Business brand is basically your story. It's all about who you are, what's your story, how can people connect with you on social media, Why would people want to hire you to be their future virtual assistant? This is also where you will choose your brand colors. Now, if you're not familiar with Canva, Canva is literally the best free tool for you to create and design content for your social media. Big example to understand the power of having a brand or a brand color is Kim Kardashian. She is known to love her nudes, beige, the browns, the cool tones, right? It's become a huge, huge part of her brand. Now, this doesn't have to be something set in stone. You can change it. I've completely changed it. I was very into the beige as well, but now I have hot pink in my business, right? You will see this change as you grow and scale your business. Now, in the future, when you design your website, which by the way, you do not need to focus on as a beginner, you do not need a website. But eventually, when you do, it's going to be a lot easier for you to set up. You're already going to have your brand colors, the fonts. The website isn't what you need to focus on. It is not important. What is important is your feed, your Instagram account, because that's your portfolio. That's your resume, not your website. People don't even click on a website unless they already know about you. No one's going to search your website out because they don't even know you exist, which is why you need to put your energy and focus on your business account. On to week 2, the business setup, which is so fun. This week, you will be focusing on things like creating a VA portfolio. If you're someone who has worked in a similar field, maybe as an assistant, like I said, and you do have experience to showcase and have a list of achievements, will help you build your credibility to your potential clients. This is where you'll add it. Now, if you don't have experience in a similar role, you will add your packages, the services you're going to be marketing and promoting. You can add the results they can expect from your services. This is what we call mock projects. Example, if you're someone who is going to help design websites, you can go and build 2 to 3 websites from scratch and add them to your portfolio, and your clients can have a look at your work. Same with any service. You can have mock projects there for your clients to see. You're going to create your portfolio on Canva. You can send it to your leads that inquire about your services or even share them inside Facebook groups that's filled with your potential clients. Week 2 is all about creating, building, everything. This is also the week where you will start finalizing your prices and your services. Like, how do you want to start charging? As a VA, there's a few ways you can charge. This will totally depend on the services you choose. The top 3, hourly base. This is where you charge by the hour. Best for backend tasks like managing emails or social media tasks. I would suggest you start no less than $30 an hour. Trust me. Your girl started at $32 an hour. Fun story here. I originally did have my packages priced at $30 an hour, but I got so nervous on my first discovery call that I literally, like the 32 just came out of my mouth. And in my head, I was like, what are you thinking? Why would you even increase your prices to $2 more? I did end up signing her. Second, we have our monthly retainers. This is where you charge by the package. Instead of charging $30 an hour for 1 hour of DM management, you can charge $800 a month for 12 hours to do the same task, which is DM management. And then lastly, we have project-based. My personal favorite, if you ask me. This is when you charge by the project. Best for someone who designs a website. So instead of charging of actually how many hours it's going to take you to build and design the website, you're charging per website. So there's a set price. Also the area where you will see yourself going back and forth, increasing your prices, decreasing your prices. It's very hard to feel super confident in the beginning, but that is okay. Like I said, I started at 30 and word vomit. Your girl said 32. I could have maybe said 20. Like I was thinking going into that call, okay, I'm going to probably say like 25, but your girl said 32. So anything can happen. Week 3 is going to be all about networking with all your clients, all your potential future clients. Now, this is going to be a very, very busy week for you. This is where you're going to force yourself to have all the previous work done, all the previous steps completed, because when you launch your business page on Instagram, you already need to know, okay, What services am I going to be providing? How am I going to be pricing them? What brand will I be representing now online now that I have my business up and running? I have to have all these things figured out. No, there's a lot of things when it comes to networking. I want you to understand this is how you're going to actually land clients. The way you're going to network, there's two ways. The first is you're going to start creating content on your social media. You're going to showcase and share your story, which is your brand story as well. And that's how you're going to network, because when your clients see your content, see your post on social media, they're going to want to follow you. Two reasons. One, they see value because you will be providing value. And two, you're relatable. For example, let's say your fitness virtual assistant, mainly because you're on a personal fitness journey of your own, whether that's to lose weight. You're going to be talking about that. You can create a piece of content, and there's going to be a lot of fitness coaches that might relate to you, might want to connect with you and talk to you about your journey because maybe they also went on that journey. Social media is all about finding connection, being relatable, building a personal brand because people buy from people. That is one thing I want you to understand. People will buy from people. No matter how good your packages are, no matter how amazing results, people will want to hire you because of who you truly are. I was providing every service under the sun when I first started because I thought that's how I'm going to land more clients because they see I have so much to offer, and that couldn't be further from the truth. People buy from you. So you got to show up. So the first way of networking we talked about is creating content. The second way is you actually doing the outreach, you reaching out. So this is something I did a lot. This does not mean you slide into their DMs and be like, hey, I'm a virtual assistant. That is not what I did. And that is not what I recommend you to do because they will just leave you on red. When you're engaging with these people, the main goal to follow you back or just see your content because that's how you're going to do the actual pitching. That's how you're going to do the actual selling of your packages and your services is through your content. Another way to do it is on Facebook groups. Facebook groups, you can share your portfolio, obviously depending on what kind of Facebook group that is, because a lot of the Facebook don't want you promoting your services unless you join a group where you're allowed to promote your services. You can join it engaging with other virtual assistants within your niche, right? Maybe you can do collaborations with them. Maybe you can connect with them because one thing I do know is a lot of the virtual assistants, especially the ones that are established, they're already getting so many inquiries, right? And sometimes they're fully booked out. They cannot take any more clients. And if you have a comfortable relationship with them, they do know you, they might even recommend you to their clients, to their leads, so you can land clients through that. Another way is if you join a agency. Another thing I know a lot of people do, work for free. I did not do that. I do not suggest you do that because no matter how small you think your service is, for example, replying to emails, it is still doing a lot for your client. Not about what you're doing every single day or for that 1 hour that you're charging $30 to $40 an hour. It's what that 1 hour every single day is going to eventually get your clients. For me, when I was a DM virtual assistant charging $70 an hour, $70 an hour, like who's going to pay me? That is so crazy. That is me being delusional. No, people did pay me. I knew exactly how to market that offer, get people to truly understand me logging into their account for 1 hour, Monday through Friday, that is going to help them close thousands and thousands of leads just in the DMs, close high ticket sales in the DMs. And that is what they're paying me for. So you really need to get clarity around what your end result is and market that because it's not about the plane ride. It's about the destination. Focus on your destination. You need to be selling your destination. Do not sell the plane ride. To help you even further to feel comfortable and feel confident in your services to charge this much is that you're working with business owners, entrepreneurs who know that hiring a virtual assistant is not money going out. It's an investment. They know the power of investing only if you know how to market and actually sell, which is what we're going to focus on in week 4. stepping out of your comfort zone here. Now, this is where you kind of need to take things up a notch. Marketing and sales, even if you don't have experience, you can quickly learn the simple ways to market and sell your services, especially online. Very, very much easy. And it's something we already kind of did. This goes back to that step that we created a brand story. Again, people buy from people. I've said this, and the best way to get people to buy from you and to be that people buy from is sharing your story. That is one way of marketing your services. Another way is called the educational way of selling and promoting your service. If you watch a free YouTube video on just basic marketing sales on Instagram, everything you need to start your virtual assistant business, to start, launch, and market and sign clients, you can get for free. Is it going to take time? Yes. If you put in the work for 30 days, I can guarantee you can land your first client. Let's not forget, I landed my first client in just 2 weeks. Also, in week 4, as you're figuring out what marketing plan works best for you, also going to want to focus on the actual client work. Once you get the client, what's your next step? How are you going to smoothly onboard them? How are you going to work with them? What platforms do you need to familiarize yourself with? Contract, invoice, client application. I will have a list down in the description that does talk about my favorite platforms when I first started, what my students use that are very, very common as a virtual assistant. If you want any free resources, you can always DM me at Coaching with Charn, and I'd be more than happy to guide you to some free trainings that have worked for my past clients, that worked for me. Tons of free resources online. All you got to do, watch them and implement. If you watch this video, you wrote everything down and you're not implementing a single step, you're not going to see results. This is where you got to push yourself to actually start, because that's how you're going to see results. You can subscribe to my channel because I will be coming up with weekly videos on how to perfect, how to help you more finding jobs, to finding ways to earn online, literally through your laptop from the comfort of your home.